Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot, and today's reading is called What They Are Most Afraid of with You. We are going to go ahead and get into the reading. Happy that you're here today. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 is the strawberry, pile number 2 is the pumpkin, and pile number 3 is the bananas. So go ahead and you can go directly to the description box below and find your timestamp for your pile. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope everybody is having a beautiful day, peaceful day, and let's go ahead and get into your reading. Alrighty then. We'll start with pile number 1, and let's go ahead. I'm going to ring a bell here. Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the strawberry, and today's reading is called What Are They Afraid of with You? Or what are they afraid of when it comes to you and them? Okay, so we're going to get into it. Pile number 1, happy you're here today. Let's go ahead and find out what this person is most afraid of when it comes to you and them. Okay, let's go ahead and see it for my pile number 1s. Spirit, can you show me what is this person most afraid of, please? What are they most afraid of? Let's go ahead and get into it. What are they most afraid of? Show me what they are most afraid of here with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. Thank you for your patience. While I get the cards out, we have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And let's see what else we have going on here. I'm going to pull over the oracle cards and we shall begin. We have the Seeker, interesting. We have People. Where and when are you feeling discouraged or undervalued? Do you want to be part of the in crowd? What ideal qualities would you like to adapt? Okay, and perhaps this person with the 10 of Pentacles is seeking a particular type of a person, or a particular, perhaps they have a very judgmental family, or perhaps they, maybe not judgmental, but perhaps they have, their family has certain standards, and being able to introduce somebody to the people in your life is also, important. And perhaps this person has a couple of friends that are I'm seeing 2 female friends for sure, or perhaps they have 2 sisters that can be a little bit hard on the people that they're with, or that expect a lot, or, I feel some people in this person's life might be very, expect them to be with someone who's like totally perfect, or expect them, like they have really, really high expectations, or they're just very protective is another thing that I'm feeling over this person. And so perhaps they think some of the people in their life will not understand this connection, or they won't get it, or they may find some people in their life may look at this connection and say that isn't a good match, or they may have something to say about it. Okay, and the thing is I feel you've been very open with this person, pile number 1, like about who you are and what you have to offer. And I feel like, this person went out, and with the Seeker here, I feel like they went out and sought you out. So for them to kind of now be afraid of, how this relationship, or this, relationship, I don't know if it's a relationship yet, pile number 1, but how this combination of you and them will affect other situations or other people in their life. Okay, and they may get accused of sometimes being blinded by somebody's attractiveness, or getting really really liking jumping into things, or liking someone because of their attractiveness, but not thinking out of where this person is going to kind of land in their life. We have fraud here. Wow. Being left with the deception that you once thought was the truth can leave you feeling beaten, but you will emerge from this situation stronger than when you begin. Okay. And this whole thing of like, you know, are you really the person that I think you are? Are you really and the fraud aspect of it could also be, like I said, pile number one, like this person coming to seek you out, but then at the same time, maybe some of you here are feeling a little deceived by this person because they told you they wanted a particular thing, but they really didn't. Let's see what else we have here. We have Leo energy. Yeah. And with Leo and fraud, I also feel like somebody here could be acting like they're very confident, or acting like they have it all together, or acting like, and also sometimes people will tell other people in their life lies about the person that they're dating to like make them seem better or to make them look better, and I do feel like this person may have a person in their life that likes to ask a lot of questions or ask a lot of details, and this person, which I'm sure just pisses you guys off to no end, pile number one, because I mean, I feel like, you're like, excuse me, excuse me. And I also feel like people can kind of get into this person's head and kind of change their opinion about someone once they introduce them to like family or friends, which happens. I get it. But I also feel like, confidence and projecting like authority and confidence. This person may be worried that you're going to find out that they're a fraud. So that you may ask questions about them to people in their life. Like if you were to meet them and you were to ask them questions about, hey, or just mention things, maybe things they lied about, maybe things that are not true about them. Perhaps they are afraid of that too. And this is what happens when there's like dishonesty and people are trying to impress other people or trying to come off better than they actually are. And who knows, maybe this person is trying to do that as well too. And I'm not saying you're doing that, pile number one. They may feel like that's the case. I don't know. But, this person could also be, because the thing about Leo energy is when Leo energy is operating in its highest truth, it's full of integrity and honor, and it's not ashamed of like who it is and why it's making these choices in life. And Leo's a very creative sign. Leo's very proud of the things that they've worked on and the things that they've done, and there's no reason to hide, right? And the thing with Leo is not a sign that's usually about hiding. Leo's like really straight, good Leo energy, ones that are not like faking it and things like that. So, this person could also have an issue with, as much as they're worried that maybe you won't gel with the people in their life, they could also have an issue with you finding out that, they're not as confident as they are, or they're not, or you've been seeking a particular type of a person in your life, and then you find out they're not all they're cracked up to be, So we have health check here. Oh my. Okay, interesting. Health check. I mean, somebody lying about their strength, or lying about their health, or lying about their vitality. Okay, that's not good. All right, we've got true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And that's coming out under seeker, and when we're like, I do feel like this person is looking for true love. I do feel like they're seeking for someone, and I'm getting something about somebody looking at the lines in each other's hands, or perhaps some of you here like palmistry, or you like comparing palms with someone else to see what the lines in the hands say. But it's like I'm completely, like, I do feel this person is looking for true love, but at the same time in their lust, for looking for true love. They may not be telling the truth about everything. They may not be telling the truth about their money with the Ten of Pentacles here, their status. They may be saying that they're stronger than they are, or that they're healthier than they actually are. We have here stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Okay, and Leo is a fixed sign, and it is all about, you know, stability, and it is about keeping that fire burning. And you know, you can tell by how stable people are by, like, you know, how they take care of themselves, and how they, you know, like physically take care of themselves, mentally take care of themselves. Okay, and this person could feel afraid that you're lying to them about something. Okay, about something, pile number one. Now, I'm not saying you are. I'm really not, my loves. But this person may be, you know, somebody's health may be impacting the stability of a connection as well here, and worried about it. This person could have a health issue and realize that it may impact the stability of this connection as well. Okay, like, I'm looking for true love. I'm looking for somebody that really values me, but I'm afraid that I'm not valuable, or I'm afraid that I'm not good enough, and I'm afraid that the confidence that I'm kind of showing isn't really like I'm putting on a show, or I feel like pile number one's gonna find out that I'm not maybe as stable as, you know, as I am. Okay, and people's, like, ability, health affects their ability to work, their ability to, you know, and what are you supposed to do if there's something going on with your health? It's not like, you know, you can help it, pile number one, but there may be something about the stability of somebody's health affecting this connection as well, and they're worried about that. We have Falcon here, higher perspective and rising above the situation. Okay, so the ability to, perhaps they're worried that you will not see, like, you'll just choose to focus on one thing, and that you won't see where they're coming from. You know, if we're talking about the big picture of something, because I feel you guys are looking for true love. You guys are seeking true love, stability, a healthy relationship, where there's, like, honesty and integrity. Okay, but for some reason, this person may be keeping something from you, pile number one, about, you know, or they may be acting, like I said, acting like, because Leo's a very vital sign, pile number one. Like, it's very strong and vital and confident. And this person hoping that you'll see the higher perspective, or that you'll be the bigger person in this situation, or that you'll take into account everything else about them and not just make it about that one thing. So interesting energy. Let's see what they're most afraid of. We've got the Nine of Wands. Okay. We've got the Page of Wands. We've got, I mean, maybe some of you here like a person that's really athletic, or really, like, sexy and active and athletic, and you know, confident, and has a little bit of swagger. Perhaps some of you guys are into that, and this person may feel like, you know, that they're not you know, like, strong enough for you, or they're not, like, you know, they wouldn't be able to keep your attention, or they're not, like, the body type that you normally like, pile number one. We have Seven of Cups here. Okay, yeah, I mean, I feel like they're a person with the Page. You're a person that needs some excitement in your life, and perhaps some of you guys prefer, like, somebody who's, like, really spontaneous and fun and can keep your attention. And I kind of feel like with the Four of Swords here, this person may feel like they're a little bit too boring or maybe a little bit too safe for you as well. Because, I mean, I like the Ten of Pentacles, but it's also very like by the book, straightforward, okay? And I also feel like you guys are very independent with the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands. And this person may not be used to being with somebody who's so like outspoken or independent, pile number one. And, you know, I feel like this person doesn't want to offend you, but at the same time, if they don't tell you the truth, I feel like that will offend you more than anything, is what I feel here. Because I feel like you guys are the people that are like, you know, I'm strong enough to handle the truth. Like, don't dick me around. Like, I am strong enough to handle the truth of the situation. Like, let me know. And I also feel like they're saying that perhaps, you know, if they're not paying enough attention to you, or they're not giving enough energy to this connection, that perhaps you may get bored or you may become disinterested. And with the Seven of Cups here, you may like decide to entertain other options, or you may decide to, you may get bored of the situation. I also feel like they feel like maybe that you won't see them or hear them for who they are, like that they need to make like a big impact on you, or they need to have like a big splash, and in order to kind of get your attention, pile number one. And I kind of feel like they think you may go back to the drawing board, or you may decide to look at other options. They may feel with the Nine of Wands that they're not, you know, strong enough for you, or that you're very, like I said, you're very spontaneous or outspoken, and that people in their life won't necessarily like you or understand you. I also kind of feel that, pile number one, which is a bummer. You know, that's a bummer. And, you know, they may be afraid with this fraud here that they can't, you know, provide the stability that you're looking for as well in a person. Okay. And I feel like with this Falcon and higher perspective, they hope that you won't just take action, but that you'll take some time to think about it, or you'll take some time to understand where they're coming from, is also what I feel here. Okay. And do you want to be a part of the in crowd? What ideal qualities would you like to adopt? Okay. And being a part of the in crowd and being popular is definitely like a Leo thing, or this person, or you finding out that they're like not as popular as maybe they, you know, made themselves out to be. Like maybe they're not as confident or popular as, I also feel like they feel that maybe you'll get sick of, you know, waiting for them, Four of Swords, and that you may try to, I also feel that they think that your friends may influence the situation or talk to you about things which may confuse you. Okay, I do feel like this person, and I feel like you guys are like, what the hell's going on with this mystery on the bottom of the deck? Like, I had no idea all these things were going through their head. But I also feel, pile number one, don't, you know, just continue to be you with the Page of Wands. Just continue to be yourself and continue to be strong about who you are. Don't worry about what this person thinks of you. Or I feel like a lot of these fears are kind of their projections, anxiety. Yeah, I feel like this is their anxiety about, you know, what could come of this situation. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and get a couple cards on the Four of Swords here for my pile number one. Spirit, can you show me the Four of Swords, please? Can you show me the Four of Swords? Can you show me the Four of Swords? Show me the Four of Swords, please. Almost there. Show me the four. I just did. It has to be just right. Show me the Four of Swords. Okay. Balance on the bottom of the deck, you know, stability, balance, you know, seeming like we have faith and strength. Yeah. So again, a feeling that they're afraid that you may find out that they're not as strong as they appear to be, you know, and that could be something as dumb as telling you that they can like lift this amount of weight, or, you know, that they can do like XYZ, that they can like sports or lifting things or working out. I mean, it could be as dumb as that, where they're like, you know, I don't, and I also feel like they think that maybe if they're not, you know, introducing you to people in their life, that you will lose faith in the relationship and doubt the strength of the relationship. And then you will pause and like, you know, disconnect from things. And if they keep you kind of in a box for too long, or they keep the people in their life from knowing about you or meeting you or whatever, that you may grow tired of that and you'll lose faith in the relationship, and you'll, you know, that you'll start looking elsewhere and start dating other people with the Seven of Cups, and become disillusioned with, you know, because this person's taking too long, or they're kind of keeping things quiet, or, you know, in this Four of Swords, she's in a coffin, right? And it's like people know about you, but they don't really know about you, but they haven't really met you, is kind of what I'm getting. And, you know, especially for like Leo energy, for feeling like somebody doesn't want to introduce you to friends or people in their life, it's like, well, why not? You know, like that would be insulting. And so this person's going to have to find a way to like get the people in their life to kind of understand, because maybe the opinions of other people affect this person a lot. And I feel like you guys are not really people like that, pile number one. Like you're like, I'm not going to let, you know, what somebody thinks about me, like, you know, like fuck that, I feel like is what you guys are saying. I mean, I feel you guys, Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, you're very independent, and you're not concerned with what, I mean, you want people to like you and respect you, but you're not like overly concerned with that, maybe as much as this person is concerned with like the superficiality of things. Because, you know, when we get fraud and Leo energy, there's also like a superficiality that comes out. And also, you know, if this person is like dragging their feet or not letting you talk to people or meet people or being vague about that, I also feel that they feel that you'll see them as weak, or you'll see them as not like having faith in the relationship. So, you know, this, you know, having faith in the strength of the relationship is something that I feel like, you know, if you're looking for true love and stability, you want to have faith in the structure and the strength of the relationship. And yes, it's interesting because it says being left with the deception that you once thought was the truth can leave you feeling like beaten down, you know, and the Nine of Wands definitely can come back from that feeling of stronger, right? And it says, but you will emerge from this situation stronger than when you begin. So whatever happens here, pile number one, just have faith in your strength to get you through whatever situation in your life, and don't, you know, maybe taking, you know, it's like, well, what's going on with this person? Why haven't I heard from them? Or what, will I see them again? Or something like that, pile number one. I would just, you know, chill on that. And I would also use this time to, you know, meditate and think about what it is that you're really looking for, what you're really seeking, you know, the seeker. And if this person is truly like, is it a mirage, or is it, are they really that confident? Are they really that great? Are they really that, are they really all that in a bag of potato chips or what? Pile number one, okay? And maybe it's having a little bit more of a balanced view of this person. And, that maybe may help out the situation as well, too. So pile number one, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that reading brought you a little bit of, you're probably like, I have more questions, right? We're ending with 7 of Cups. You're probably like, I have more questions than when I even started. Like, I kind of thought it was going okay. And I feel true love and stability, pile number one. I feel like it is you guys want the same thing, and that you're looking for true love and stability, but, have other people, sometimes when we get into a relationship to someone, it's only then that we start thinking about how the other people in our life will react to that person, and how they will fit into our lives. Like, it's usually after the fact, and then those are when things come up. So I hope I didn't leave you guys feeling more confused than ever. If it is a new situation, just enjoy it for what it is and chill and take it easy. If there are already these issues in the connection, then take this as a sign that, whatever happens in this situation, you are going to come out stronger at the end of the day. So I would not worry. Okay, pile number one, and don't let anybody make you feel less than in any type of a way. So thank you so much, pile number one. Thank you for being here, and blessing you on your journey. Take care. Let's move on to pile number two. Alrighty then. For pile number two. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the pumpkin, and today's reading is called, What Are They Most Afraid Of When It Comes to You? What is this person most afraid of when it comes to my gorgeous, amazing pile number twos? Let's go ahead and jump into the reading here for my pile number twos. Perhaps some of you in this pile are like sitting on information or sitting on something, or like there's something you need to say, but you're needing to say something to a friend or a family member, or I'm just getting the information of something that you guys have been sitting on that needs to kind of come out or be taken care of. So let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number twos. Maybe some of you need to go to the doctor and you've been putting it off, and you're like, okay, no, I know I need to go. So, I'm giving you those reminders in life, pile number two. Let's go ahead and see. Not that I feel like anything is crazily wrong with you, but we always have to be, looking into things. So pile number two, let me go ahead and see, what is this person, what are they afraid of when it comes to pile number two? What are they afraid of when it comes to pile number two, please? Okay, Ace of Swords. Wow, information that someone knows or has been sitting on that needs to come out. Let's see what else we have going on here for my pile number twos. We have love. Oh my God. Is this person afraid of love? Are they afraid of falling in love? Pile number two. We have weather and natural events. What's urgent in your life? Yeah, I was kind of mentioning that. What are you sitting on? What's urgent in your life? What's making you feel overwhelmed or is out of your control? Are you worried about how you will survive a major change? Okay. So we have that with love, and we have grief. The feeling of loss can be debilitating, but sorrow becomes part of our healing experience. What you have far outweighs what you've lost. At least you had it for a time, okay? And maybe some of you are needing to hear that message for yourself right now too. And, I do feel this person could have a fear about love. Like they could have a general fear about like falling for someone only to lose them. Or perhaps somebody here, you know, did actually lose like a spouse, or did lose a significant other or partner to natural causes or something like that. And if that has happened, pile number 2, like my heart goes out to you, my loves. And sometimes we can have, even if that hasn't happened in this lifetime, it could be something that our soul remembers from a past life. Like, I was friends with a woman once who, she was married to her current partner and they were like head over heels for each other. But she always had this feeling. She had like so many life insurance policies as well too, because she had this horrible feeling that something might, like something bad might, this is horrible to say, but something bad might befall her husband, or, like that as soon as she starts loving someone, they're going to be like taken away from her. And this was like a really, real fear that she lived with, to the point of like almost feeling paranoid about it. And so even if that hasn't happened, like sometimes we just retain a soul memory of that, and it's painful. And it's like, as soon as I find that love, I fear that it's going to be like taken away from me, or I fear like some circumstance out of my control will take that person away from me, which is, that's very sad. And this person could have a fear about that. Pile number 2. We have Taurus energy here, okay? Taurus. And so there could be a Taurus involved in this situation. And of course, Taurus energy is about like long, it's a fixed earth sign. It's all about longevity and stability. And, we Taurus people, we don't like changes in plans. We don't like, and I'm just saying this because this person could have some planets in Taurus, or have kind of a fixed sign, Turanian type of an attitude. It just happened to me today. Like, my own boyfriend was like, oh, we're going to change plans. And I'm like, I got kind of annoyed. I'm a Taurus, I'm like, we're changing plans. What and why, So this person may feel that like, they want to know that their relationship and their life is stable, enduring, and they don't like a lot of changes. And once they fall for someone, they may not want like, they just may have a concern about that. Pile number 2. And, the fact that they're looking, and, Tauruses, we can be a little bit jealous or possessive. And perhaps, in the past, this person has been a little clingy, needy, possessive, a little controlling, maybe. And, we can try to control things in our life. Like sometimes when we come from a background where, this person could have divorced parents, or a situation where their parents were totally in love and then a parent passed away. Like, and then later in your life, you kind of like want to make everything stable, or you want to make everything like concrete, because you come from a place of like seeing what happens when it's not that way. And so this person may kind of like, and wanting to control things in your life isn't a bad thing all the time, because it does create like a sense of continuity and consistency. But we can't always control life, and sometimes things just happen that are out of our control, and that may make this person very nervous, okay? And we have here, we have goodbye letter. Here's a Dear John letter, a goodbye letter, okay? And Dear John letters, I think, were sometimes like letters that people would write, like a significant other when they were like in the military, I think. At least that's what's coming to me now intuitively, is like, when you need the person the most, or you're relying on them the most, or you're away, and then they tell you like you're off at basic training or whatever, and then that person is like, I don't want to be with you anymore, like, this kind of thing. I feel like, losing love, or losing commitment, or losing someone that you thought that was always going to be there is very, this goodbye letter is even more awful, you know, like for this person, things ending or things like, you know, happening that are out of their control, like very upsetting to them. Also, you know, like receiving a communication, Ace of Swords, like a text message, like receiving a random out of the blue text message from the person that you love, like, I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, I want to divorce you. And like a text message or an email. It's like, so this person could be very afraid of like, you know, like losing someone that way, or, you know, it says, Dear John, I'm writing to say goodbye. Like, you know, I can only see a few words in this letter, but, you know, something about I have enjoyed the time together, but like it's over. And this person could be very afraid of that, very like, you know, that at the time when they need someone the most, they'll just like leave them. And this person could be very nervous about leaving other people too in moments when they really need them. So understanding the consequences of, you know, the commitments that we make, like, and backing out on that may not be an option for some people, you know? And so that's very interesting, pile number 2. We have put away the computer. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. And, you know, some people, like, they take their person for granted, or they're very, very busy with work, or they're always like doing something. And then one day that person just leaves them and is like, you know, you don't pay attention to me. Like, you know, sometimes with Taurus people, we can kind of take something for granted that it's always going to be there. But something about putting the computer away, maybe you guys need to put the computer away. I feel like this person doesn't like it when they're trying to talk to someone, Ace of Swords, and they're on their phone or they're on their computer, or they're like not listening and they're like, yeah. I mean, most people don't generally like that at all, but I feel like this may be a particular sticking point for this person. You know, communication is important. And they may feel like because their work is very demanding, or because they have so much to do, that the person that they're with will just like up and leave them because they're too busy doing things. And we have here awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. Okay. And, you know, this weather natural events really seems like very tower-ish. And I'm seeing L names that start with L here. I'm seeing H names. I'm seeing it's Haggy or Aggie, you know, a nickname that ends in G-I-E. Haggy, Aggie, E-L, names that start with E-L. Okay, and yeah, I'm seeing something about being positive or hanging or something like that. Okay. I'm seeing the word liked, and I'm also seeing the letters N-A-G and N-A-L. Okay. So anyway, I just have to tell you that, pile number 2, but awakening, someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation as a result of, you know, losing something that was really important to them. And this person may have lost someone in the past, whether it was a breakup, an end of a marriage, whatever it was. They may have lost somebody that really made them understand that, like, you know, things are not permanent and I have to let go, and I need to be open, like, to new things coming into my life as well, because otherwise I can like hold on to things for too long and things become stagnant. Okay. And this person could be having a realization that they need to let go of something in their life, as it is impeding their spiritual progress, you know? And sometimes, like, you know, we're having grief about letting go of something. We don't want to face the loss, but we also know we can't stay, you know? So this person could be going through, or they could be have a fear about this. If they're not going through like an ending already, pile number 2, this person could have a deep-seated fear that one day the other person will just wake up, awakening, and just be like, I'm out of here, I'm gone. And maybe you guys have that fear too, pile number 2. Maybe you're like, you sound like you're describing me, and, I'm afraid of that. And maybe some of you are afraid you're not giving your love life enough attention because you're working all the time. And maybe some people work to avoid, their feelings. Like they work to so they don't have to think about things that have happened and, shocking changes and things that have happened. And so, it's like this person really waking up to the fact that when you love something so much, when it leaves your life, like they're waking up to the truth of that, pile number 2, with this Ace of Swords, that when you love someone so much, or when you share everything, or you're completely open, that can also leave you vulnerable, and it can also hurt when someone leaves. Okay, so this person could be afraid of that. We have growth. Do not give up. You have come so far. Yeah, and I do feel with this awakening, someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. I love Taurus energy, but whether you're a Taurus or not, pile number 2, out of any sign that could really get stuck, like, heels entrenched in the ground, like getting stuck on something, or getting stuck in grief, or getting stuck in emotional turmoil, like that is, sometimes I feel like this person is saying they're afraid of getting stuck in their grief, and they know they have to let go of something in order to experience growth and have an awakening in their life. And, some of the things that they do to avoid that are on display for them. Okay. And I do feel like this person wants to grow through their fears. I do feel like they know that they've come so far from how they used to be. And maybe this person had a really hard time like letting go of relationships that would go on forever and ever, but they weren't happy. Or maybe they had a hard time keeping a relationship, or even having one. Like some people will go 10 years without like having any significant relationship in their life, which is fine, but if you're looking for love, love, then, if you're open to love and open to opening your heart, then, gotta let go of some of these things. And I do feel like this person is trying to grow through their pain, pile number 2. Okay. And, this is like a big thing for them. It's not just about you. Just so you know, pile number 2, like if you've been waiting for this person, or you've been like, do they want a commitment with me? Or, are they even emotionally available to having a commitment? My doorbell just rang, pile number 2. So this person could be ringing your doorbell at some point, or you may be hearing from them. Of course, my dog is going crazy, but literally during your reading, and I hate it when people ring my doorbell. Anyway, High Priestess. You guys probably hate it when people ring your doorbell too. We have 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, they are afraid that, they'll never, like 7 of Pentacles can really be an energy of stagnation. High Priestess is an energy of like, not really like, I love the High Priestess, but she's also has a computer here in front of her, and it says put away the computer. So this person could also be afraid that you won't let them in because you are also standoffish about love, or you are also very busy, or, and it does look like somebody's on the computer about ready to type up a goodbye letter, but the High Priestess is a little bit more passive and a little more changeable. So this person could be afraid that, like you won't tell them what you're feeling, and you won't let them know that you're annoyed with them. And then you'll just start noticing things about the relationship, or you'll start noticing things about what's going on and get really frustrated with this person. We have the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. And, this person may also feel like, you know, the Hierophant is associated with Taurus as well here, pile number 2. And, you know, the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant are all about stability, growth, longevity, long-term commitments to things, like being willing to let something grow, being willing to work on things. And I also feel like this person becomes afraid of not investing into their love life enough with the High Priestess and Seven of Pentacles, and then it just kind of stays stuck, or it doesn't really go anywhere, and it doesn't really grow, you know, the way that they want to see growth in their life. Because I do feel like, you know, Nine of Pentacles and Hierophant is very organic. It's like organic growth that isn't forced, that happens because we show up and do the work, you know? And there is something like very organic about that. And I do feel like this person like doesn't want to force anything with anyone. And, you know, I feel like maybe in the past they were in situations perhaps where they weren't like super happy, but they were forcing something to work, you know? And I do feel like this person doesn't like things to be like stuffy or overly formal. But they also want you to know that they're serious. And I also feel like, you know, for those of you that are kind of quirky or different, or you got like a different style, or you got like, you know, different decorations around your house, or you kind of put together different kind of stuff to wear or clothes to wear, I do feel like this person likes that a lot. I really, really do. And I do feel like this person with the High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles is concerned about their growth in life, and is concerned that maybe they're not doing enough to kind of make something happen, you know? And I do feel like this person wants you to see them as somebody who is like loyal, determined, somebody who is like, you know, spiritually aware of what they're doing and understands, you know, the gravity of what they're doing. You know, and I feel like maybe this person's afraid of like that they wouldn't grow fast enough for you, or that, you know, they wouldn't be able to give you what you need in time to make you happy, pile number 2. But I mean, I also feel like you guys are like good on your own in a lot of ways, pile number 2. Like, I kind of feel you guys are very independent, and you don't mind waiting for the right thing in your life, okay? I mean, there's a tendency when we like wait for something for too long where it can stall our growth, and, you know, we're showing a lot of commitment, but we're not really getting anywhere. Like, that may be something that you guys have dealt with, but I also feel like you guys are very busy. There's a lot going on in your life, and I do feel this person with the Ace of Swords may struggle with like the right thing to say to you, and they may go back and forth. Like, I don't know if I will say or do the right thing, but I think underneath it, there is an intention to grow through their experiences. And the Hierophant is definitely like, I do feel this person could see you as like a teacher in some way, pile number 2, or they may see you as a person that could help them with these things, or that, you know, you'd be, but I also feel like this person doesn't want to make you mad either, because I feel like you guys are very like, you know, you're not people that have like insane tempers that go off on people, but I also feel like when your mind is made up about someone, or when it's over type of a thing. And, you know, the Hierophant has like a firmness to it, okay? And I feel like this person is saying like they're a little afraid of pushing themselves too far too fast, or pushing you too far too fast, or taking too long at something. But at the end of the day, there is real growth for you and for them, I feel like, through this experience of knowing each other, or getting to know each other. And I feel like they say that you've been very honest and clear with what you want or what you need, okay? And, you know, that's all you can be, pile number 2. Like, you yourself, all you can do is be like honest and straightforward about what it is that you want, what you need, what you're seeking. And, you know, this person is trying to grow, and I do feel like they will, okay? But I also feel like pile number 2, focus on your own growth, focus on your work, your growth, your connection to self, like all of that. You guys can still be focusing on that, I feel. Pile number 2, regardless of what happens with this situation, it is creating, like, you know, I like the Hierophant. It's mature energy, and it brings together two people who are both working on themselves, and I like that. I do. I feel like, you know, with the High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles, it's like letting a situation go on too long without saying something. And maybe perhaps you guys have had that happen to you in your own life, and you've let things go on too long sometimes without saying something. Yeah, we have disruption that just came up. I'm going to ask Spirit to show me the Nine of Pentacles. Can you show me a little bit more information about the Nine of Pentacles here for pile number 2, please? Can you show me the Nine of Pentacles, please? Here, Spirit, what is the Nine of, okay. What is the Nine of Pentacles? What is the Nine of, there it is. Okay. Oh, sadness. Yeah. Okay, like this person, you know, there's growth even through the pain, isn't there? Pile number 2. Oh, we have abundance and we have ghost. So, you know, I feel like this is saying, like, I'm fine without you, or actually I'm okay without you. And it hurts, you know, it hurts. But maybe some of you have also been going through sadness over a loss about something. But at the end of the day, I feel like you guys are strong and independent, and you can stand on your own. It's not that you need a connection with someone. It's like you want something. And, you know, this Nine of Pentacles could feel like I lost something that would help me grow, you know? And I feel like this person is saying that you can help them grow, but you know, that is very sad when you lose someone that you feel like could help you grow or get to the next level spiritually, you know? And I feel like you guys really are that type of person that could help a partner grow in a lot of ways. But at the same time, I do feel like you have to stay focused on your own growth too right now, pile number 2, all right? And this could just say that, you know, being upset that something didn't grow the way that you expected, but at the same time, it's still like an awakening spiritual lesson type of an experience. Pile number 2. Very interesting energy, my dears. It's 222 on my clock right now. See that? 222. I'm showing you guys my clock. So 222 and pile number 2. It's all here for you, my loves. And I hope that that reading resonated for you. I hope it brought some truth to you. And I'd love to hear any thoughts, comments, or feedback that you have. Pile number 2. Take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the bananas, and this reading is called, What is this person most afraid of when it comes to you and them? Okay, pile number 3, we are going to go ahead and get into it, my loves, and see what their fears are or what they're afraid of when it comes to you and them being together or getting to know each other, talking, continuing on, etc. So let's go ahead for my pile number 3s. Spirit, can you show me their fears? For pile number 3, can you show me this person's fears? For pile number 3, please. Can you show me their fears regarding pile number 3? What are the fears? What are the fears? Okay. Here we go, pile number 3. And ooh, we've got the Prince of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. I'm going to, and this could represent an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, particularly an Aquarius with the Knight of Swords. But let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. The Prince of Swords is like, can you keep up? Ay, ay, ay. Do you guys remember that song, Can You Keep Up by Destiny's Child? I don't know, whenever I see the Prince of Swords, I think of, it's called Lose My Breath. Okay, can you keep up? Anyway, reclaim is here, pile number 3, reclaim, all right? We have manifest. Manifest your dreams and watch them materialize. Be willing to work on the inside to make manifestations possible. Make your intentions clear. Reclaim and manifest. Ooh, someone's trying to manifest you, pile number 3. Trying to manifest you. We have annoyed, Prince of Swords. Okay, and this is, you know, what they're afraid of. Voicing your frustrations will provide you with an opportunity to explain the situation in a different way, which could be the answer they're looking for, which could be the very answer they're looking for, okay? And there definitely is a need to like speak up or speak out about something. And, you know, this person could be annoyed that perhaps you don't maybe have the best opinion of them at times, pile number 3, or that they came across incorrectly, or that you were annoyed with something that they said, or they want to kind of fix something is what I'm getting, okay? Voicing your frustrations will provide you with an opportunity to explain something in a different way. So perhaps you were annoyed about something, pile number 3, but they're wanting to explain something from their perspective is what I'm seeing here. And perhaps maybe they're afraid that you won't understand where they're coming from for some reason, okay? And they could also be afraid that what they say maybe won't make a difference, or you still see them as you saw them before. I do feel like this person could be afraid that you don't like see them correctly, or that their words that they're saying are not really making a difference in things. We have here Capricorn energy, okay? And when we talk about frustrations, you know, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so there definitely can be some frustrations there. Like, you know, trying to explain why I did what I did, or trying to, you know, tell you how I feel, or trying to explain myself, like that type of energy, pile number 3. We have time for a change today, okay? Time for a change today. Maybe they're frustrated that you won't listen, or that you won't take what they're saying seriously, okay? And yeah, we have interference. Ooh, pile number 3. Okay, interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. Oh boy, and we have this with reclaim. So this person trying to explain themselves, or trying to let you know like what the truth is, or trying to let you know like why things happened the way they did. Be willing to work on the inside, make your intentions clear. With this manifestation, I do feel like this person feels like you won't understand their intentions, or you won't understand why they said what they said, okay? And maybe some of you are like, yeah, you know, the asshole lied to me, or, you know, I did find out there was something, okay? But an external party is intruding on this relationship. Make your intentions clear. And with this reclaim card, it's like this person wanting to like re-explain or reclaim this connection with you, okay? But there's an external intruding influence on this relationship. I do feel like they're afraid that perhaps you won't believe that they made a change today, or that they changed something, or that they, you know, did something different, okay? And let's see what else we have here. We have marriage. Wow, this relationship is moving towards sacred union. But this is coming out under this time for change. So somebody could be having a change in their marriage, or a change in their relationship. And, you know, it's like, make your intentions clear, like say where you're at and say what your plan is. Because Capricorn energy, I feel like they're afraid that you won't understand their plan, or you won't understand their goal or what they're trying to do. I also feel like this person is trying to explain to you or get you to understand their like take on marriage, or what they think about marriage, or that perhaps maybe you won't understand their views when it comes to marriage, okay? But you know, the Prince of Swords is all about getting his view or her view, getting that view across to somebody else, and like not giving up until you feel like you have completely explained the situation, okay? So somebody interfering in a marriage, or somebody, but this person really like, you know, wanting an opportunity to explain their situation in a different way, but also perhaps fearing that you won't understand, okay? And I feel some of you are like, yeah, I do want this person to explain things to me. I do want to understand what's going on, like enlighten me, you know? And this person perhaps, you know, maybe they did try to explain something, or they did try to say what was going on in their life and was annoyed because you didn't like it, or you were talking over them, or you were bringing up other valid points which negated their points. You know what I mean? I kind of feel for some of you, this could be a friend that you came to this reading for, and you're like, well, what's standing in our way between us being more than friends? Or what is this person afraid of when it comes to, you know, pursuing something more with me? Okay. And perhaps you and this person have different ideas about, you know, like marriage, relationships, commitment. You know, perhaps somebody's more traditional with Capricorn here. And, you know, and with the Prince of Swords, someone else isn't as traditional. We could have Capricorn, Aquarius here. I'm also feeling Sagittarius, but like, you know, somebody who's a little bit more like free thinking about something, or has changed their ideas about marriage, or changed their thoughts about, you know, commitment. Okay. And, you know, like, I don't know. I feel there's been a disagreement here between you and this person, or you're seeing things in different ways. And, you know, make your intentions clear. But I feel it's very hard to make this person, for them to make their intentions clear if there's interference coming from an external party. Okay. And it's like, are you coming? Are you going? Are you leaving? Are you staying? Like, what are you trying to do here? Okay. And they're wanting to explain their situation in a different way that could make things clearer, or make you understand more of where they're coming from. But I also feel like this person could be afraid that you won't understand them, you won't listen to them, you won't believe what they're saying, you won't, you know, like if they're coming around to kind of explain something to you, that you're not gonna accept what they're saying, or you won't believe what they're saying, or you will have something to say back, you know, and that there is disagreements and maybe the way that you two see things, because Capricorn in marriage is like, you know, very traditional. We have time for a change. okay? And make your intentions clear. So this person, I feel like, is afraid, pile number 3, that you're not going to understand their intentions and you're not going to understand what they're trying to do, okay? And they're like, I'm trying to explain it in a number of different ways with this Prince of Swords here, but I don't know if you like understand. And some of you may be wondering, like, why would this person continue to stay with this person, or why would they continue to, like, put up with something here? And, why would they continue to, like, stay in that position if they feel that way? So I get your point as well, pile number 3. We have Virgo energy here. Yeah, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius with the Prince of Swords. Virgo, service to others, responsible and hard worker, okay? And Capricorn's all about that hard work life too, and is about, building towards a particular goal. Actually, I feel like you two are very compatible. Like, you and this person, perhaps you both have long-term goals. You both have things you're trying to accomplish when it comes to, money, when it comes to savings, when it comes to goals and ambitions and work. And, perhaps you two actually have quite a bit of things in common. But, this person being afraid that you won't understand them or you won't believe them when they're telling you that they're going to try to make a change in their relationship, or their views have changed, or they will change, that you won't really believe them, and you will be annoyed, okay? And interesting. I mean, I feel like this person admires you in a lot of ways, pile number 3. Like, they admire who you are, or they really think that you have your stuff together. And I do think that this person thinks that you're, very beautiful and very smart as well too. And perhaps you give this person a run for their money. Like, they think they're smart too, but you also have your points. And I feel like when people are explaining things with Virgo here, you guys may find the holes in what they're saying and bring up some really good points, and it's like, so, that they may be afraid that you will argue with them, you won't believe them, they'll try to be explaining something, you won't listen, but the thing is, I feel you guys are amazing listeners, pile number 3. Like, I feel you guys, you're like, I've listened to this person talk multiple times. What are they talking about? But the problem is in convincing you, and like the convincing that's going on, or like the strong arming, or like the need to kind of make a point, right? And so there is a sexual tension, I feel, between you and this person, pile number 3, or there's a capacity to have a sexual, have like a sexual kind of intention is the word that keeps coming to me, but also tension in general, intention. And some of you may be wondering, does this person have a sexual intention towards me? And do they see me more than just like a friend, or do they see me more than just like a person that they talk to at work, or more than just a person that like chats with them every once in a while? And I feel like, yeah, this person does, I feel, see you more than that, but they do need to make their intentions clear, and they do need to like be really honest, about what they're thinking and where they're at. Okay. And that, it's hard to do when there's somebody intruding on the connection, whether it's a friend that won't shut up about something, or an ex-lover of theirs, like, and I feel like they're afraid you won't understand their intentions or believe them when they explain things to you, pile number 3. And maybe you're like, I already don't understand this reading. What are they talking about? It's like, yeah, well, there it is, But we have the 4 of Cups, and we have the 7 of Swords, okay? And, I mean, I also feel like you guys are like, she looks very witchy in this picture. Some of you here may be very like mysterious, witchy, etc. too. And, you know, they may be a little bit afraid of you in that perspective as well, because they know that like you don't miss a beat and you're also very magical, I feel. You know, we see she's holding the lantern with the unicorn here. Like you guys are very imaginative, witchy, different, magical, all these types of things. And so we've got the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. We've got the Emperor, okay? And we've got the King of Pentacles. Ooh. And I am seeing the time for the change with the money here. And I was talking about, you know, I was talking about goals and dreams and ambitions and money. And, you know, there could be like this thing of, you know, almost like giving each other advice or being, you know, there's a little bit of a competition thing, I feel like. And perhaps some of you here are with someone, pile number 3. Maybe some of you here are actually with someone. And, you know, it doesn't have to be just them with someone. We've got interference, an external party is intruding on the relationship, you know? And I do feel like there's a little bit of a competition vibe going on here, pile number 3. And I feel like there's somebody that wants to impress you with like what they're saying and what they're doing. And they want to, this person may come across a little bit as a know-it-all. I feel they have things they want to tell you, or they want to share with you, pile number 3, or give you advice about something, or give you advice about money, or give you advice about your work, or give you advice about like you could make much more money if you did this, or you could like really impress this person and go farther if you did this. You could really like, you know, you could really like do better if you did this and like followed my suggestions, is kind of also what I feel like this person is saying. But it could be coming off as a little arrogant at times. And I feel like this person has things that they want to say to you, but it also could be like, you know, I also just feel like this person is looking for excuses to talk to you, pile number 3, honestly. You know, and so if they do come and say certain things to you and you're like, I'm good, I've got it, like I know what I'm doing, thank you very much. Try not to get offended by it, because I also feel like they're just kind of looking for reasons to kind of get involved with things that you're doing. Maybe they would even talk to you about like investing in something that you're doing. Perhaps this person is trying to start a business, or you are, or, you know, somebody's parent here was an entrepreneur. This person could have had a father that was an entrepreneur or very successful. And so now they feel they, you know, this person may have a little bit of a competition with other people that are like in positions of authority, is also what I'm getting here too. Pile number 3, okay? And I feel like they're trying to, you know, make things happen for themselves, and they're trying to get ahead in life, and maybe some of them are already ahead and working on something here. But I almost feel like them giving you like big brother advice, or like fatherly advice, or kind of telling you what to do about something. But I also feel like part of that, of them acting that way, is because they can't say what they really want to say, or they're having a hard time like telling you with this Four of Cups that they've got feelings, or that they're, you know, like in their emotions about something. And, you know, that I feel like they want to tell you that they find you attractive, or they want to tell you that you're like very mysterious or different, and like that your way of thinking is very different. And I feel like this person has a lot of pride though, and is maybe very stubborn, and it might be hard for them to admit like when they're wrong, or it may be hard for them to like explain how they're feeling at times. Like they're really good at talking and saying a bunch of things, but they may kind of fumble a little bit when they're trying to explain how they feel, you know? And it's like, I kind of feel like this person does really like you, pile number 3, or really does have a thing for you or has a crush on you. But I also feel like you guys are kind of like a moving target with this 7 of Swords. And I kind of feel like this person feels that if they don't say something, you'll be kind of the one that got away, or if they don't like, you know, say something or do something, which is hard, you know, when there's an interfering third party, either from your end or their end. But I also feel like if they're like, well, if I don't like say what I'm feeling, if I just kind of keep everything inside, 4 of Cups, but I also feel like they're afraid of kind of telling you how they feel, pile number 3. I also feel like they're a little like, you know, afraid to say what they're feeling. And I do feel like this person's trying to explain things in a new way. You guys may be annoyed with them though. They may feel like they're afraid that they're annoying you with like telling you things or advising you on things, that they're being annoying and that you're actually annoyed with them. Because I feel you guys are kind of like free spirits in a way, and you're like an independent thinker is what I feel, pile number 3. So you're kind of like a moving target, and you are like a challenge to this person. And I do feel like if they don't say something, they know they will regret it. So they're going to have to kind of say what they're feeling. Otherwise, you're just not going, you're like, fine, you know, like I kind of feel you're in a bit of a power position here, pile number 3. Even though we have marriage and interference and all this stuff, I mean, I do feel like when you're like sassy to this person, or you talk back, or you say certain things, I do feel like they may look a little bit down about it or upset about it, but they're actually like smiling, or they actually think it's funny, or they actually like that you say what you think and that you're like straightforward about what you think, even if it like annoys them or bothers them at times. And you know, I mean, I feel like their biggest fear is that, or their biggest thing they're afraid of is that they like you and they're trying to, you know, make something go on here. But I also feel like they're kind of afraid of like what they should say or what they should do, you know? And I feel like eventually with this Emperor energy, they're just going to like go for it, or just like, you know, do it or say it. And I don't feel like this person is afraid of competition. I don't. You know, so so I feel like they're not going to let their fears like get to them. So, you know, they'll say what they needs to be said, pile number 3. So they're not going to sit in the corner with their fears, but forever. I feel like they will just go after what they want. But I feel like, you know, like the emotional vulnerability may be a little bit more challenging for them. So my advice to you is hold their feet to the fire, pile number 3, and let them show you what they're working with, okay? And let them impress you and let them talk, you know? It's interesting when you sit back and you just listen to somebody talk and you let them just kind of run with it and you don't really say anything. It's kind of a power move in a way, pile number 3. And I like that for you. I like that for you. And, you know, this person may be wanting to know your intentions, or for you to make your intentions clear. And I do feel at some point they're just going to ask you, what are your intentions? You know, because the Emperor is a very straightforward energy, and the King of Pentacles is looking to impress. So I do feel like, you know, this person wants to kind of like bring their A game in a lot of ways too, pile number 3. So that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that that energy resonated for you, and love to hear your thoughts and feedback. Take care, pile number 3.